Hello, welcome to Dave the Soup Betting and Horses from the Notebook series. I've been inundated with horses. I've had to chop it down. I'll give a few an honourable mention. I just can't fit them all in, and some of them I think they were just not good enough. Not for this show, but for the actual to win. I just don't think they were good enough to win. They weren't unlucky, they just weren't good enough. So let's kick off with a couple of 2-year-olds. This is the first one. It was sent in by Michael Leonard. So, our first horses for the notebook this week is Leonardo Dex. It was sent in by Michael Leonard. We're at Windsor. The horse is drawn 12 with the pink cap.
And they're off.
So it's not the quickest out.
Shout was a little bit...
And as you can see, he virtually comes diagonally across. That was a sharp diagonal switch from a very, very poor draw. Okay, so here he is with the pink cap. He's going well. He's going well. Now, he didn't handle that undulation there too smartly. He was going to go for this gap, then he was going to go for that gap, and he's going to go there, and then he's come back this way. Now, it's just wandering a little bit to his right, away from the whip. He switched the whip to his right hand, he's giving it a slap. It's just, it's going well, it's done well. It's a 2-year-old, remember, this is its first ever run on turf. There he is, couple of lengths third. I thought that was a good run from a very unpromising position after he got out of the stalls and came diagonally across to the rail. So there you go. It was over 6 furlongs at Windsor. It was drawn high, straight to the rail. I don't know how many lengths he lost. And then he had to do a bit of bobbing and weaving, and he ended probably over 3/4 of the way across the track. That was its first ever run over 6 furlongs. I think it was a very, very good run. Here's the second one. This was sent in by Les, and it's 5 furlongs at Beverley. Another debutante. Here we go. So what we have here is a debutante 2-year-old, 5 furlongs at Beverley, and it's drawn in stall 8. Here we go. So it misses a beat at the start. It's a length behind this one already, and it's got a bad draw. It brings it right across here. It's the white cap with a noseband. Brings it right across here. As you can see, the ones drawn low, they're already 5-6 clear already. And he drops it in next to last. So he's bringing it, he's pushing it. They're all pushing along. Now watch this, he switches it there, switches it out into the middle of the track. It's staying on, gives it one crack. And it stays on really, really well. Now he knows he can't win. The winner's flown. Just, that's it, he's done. Okay. The winner was drawn 2. The second was drawn 1. The fourth was drawn 3. And Nova May was drawn 8. I don't think the horse will have any problems whatsoever staying 6. Well, as you can see there, the draw didn't do it any favours. And the 3 of the first 4 were drawn 1, 2, 3. The draw probably didn't cost it the race, but he might have been able to get second. It's going to come on a ton for that race, and I think a step up in trip is certainly on the books there. A couple of honourable mentions for people that sent in 2-year-olds. Keith Jenkinson, he sent in Kitty Sky, which ran in a nursery. I think it was its 4th run. It ran in a nursery at Musselburgh. Got in all sorts of trouble out back. definitely worth a look. That's Kitten Sky. Also from user BL7, Bern Rossetti. It was a 2-year-old debutante over 7 furlongs at Redcar. The jockey made quite a lot of use of the horse, and it just petered out maybe a furlong or so from home. It's from the master violin player himself, Tim Easterby. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of his better 2-year-olds, actually. So, onto the older horses, and this was sent in by MMG. The horse was called Hurstwood. It's a 7-year-old, and this is Ripon 6 furlongs on good to soft. So, this horse is called Hurstwood. It's drawn 13. It was sent in by MMG, and this is at Ripon. So we're racing over 6 furlongs at Ripon, and it's the grey horse. So he's on the rail. We've got one lunatic going over the far side on his own, but he's on the rail, which can be a good thing if you can utilise it and get a good position, which he's not done. He's plumb last. Here he is. He's in a bit of a pocket, as they say. So he's moved it off the rail slightly. He's moved it one off the rail, so now there's a horse this side of him as well. Ran up the back side of a horse. He's going to try and... Oh, I thought he was going to go up the inside. He's just running into the back of horses. The gap's shut, snatched it up there briefly, switched it right. Oh, he's been all over the place. And then I think he's accepted. Has he accepted his fate? Yeah, he has. He has, yeah. He's accepted his fate. Let's just play that again. What's he beat? 1, 2, 3.5. Let's just wind that back a little bit. If I can. So he's moved it one off the rail. He's got a horse on his inside now. He's got 3 horses in front of him. And he's looking for a gap. This looks promising. Then he goes right, nowhere to go. Then he gets almost bumped back into position. That gap looks promising. He had to snatch a little bit there. Then he switched it between horses. That was brave. And there's nowhere for him to go at all, is there? And look where he ends up. Look where he ends up. He's never hit the horse. He's never done anything vigorous on the horse. He started on this rail. He was drawn high. He's on this rail. He's been all over the track, and he's finished what, 3 off the far rail. I think that was a good run, considering all the trouble he had. So this is Hurstwood. It's not got the worst strike rate in the world on turf. It's a 7-year-old gelding. 1-7, second twice, third 3 times. So it's won our got place 12 times out of 41. Almost a 1 in 3. Not quite. 30%, 29% maybe. Look where it's done its winning. Okay, we bargain basement here. The horse is currently running off 55. It's won on the all-weather. It's won on good to firm. It's won on good. That last run was on good to soft. Now it's never won on good to soft. Let's just check to be sure. So the ground might not have been in its favour. So he has been actually dropped £1 for that effort. It has been running off 58, 57, 56 its last 3 runs. Looks like it's having a bit of bad luck. Well, as you could see there, he didn't utilise the draw, and he was all over the place, searching for a gap. We're talking bargain basement ability-wise, but he was all over the place, and he ended up on the far side. It does look reasonably well handicapped. and it looks like it could go in soon. It wants good ground, maybe good to firm. The good to soft didn't do it any favours, and yeah, definitely could go in soon. Here's the fourth horse. It's called Elemental Eye, and it's over 10 furlongs at Haydock on good ground. It's a 3-year-old horse. It is a maiden. Here's the race. So, this horse is called Elemental Eye. It raced at Haydock over 10 furlongs on the 5th of June. And it's coming out of 3, I think. Yellow and black. Running along. 4 in front of him. Queen's horse to his right by the look of it. Quite promising. Decent position. Oh, let's fast forward this a little bit. So we're going around the bends at Haydock. We're coming to the 4 furlong marker, and he's still got a reasonably good position here. Still got a decent position. Now from this angle he's a little bit boxed in, and I think the jockey is now looking for a gap. He's got one up his inside now, so he can't go that way. He's got 3 in front. There's a gap there. Can he squeeze through? It's very iffy, that one. Very iffy. Oh, he's got sandwiched. No. He switches it. Wide. Gives it a tap there. Straightens the horse up, another tap. 2 taps. And he's staying on. Jockey's trying another tap, 3. And he snatches second from I won't say a great position on the rail. I think his problem was he didn't have anywhere to go. He couldn't go on the inside, so he let one up the inside as he thought he might be moving out. He's moved out, then he's got tapped for toe a little bit, and the horse has got first run. And the winner was called Financial. The winner was called Financer. Let's have a look at that one. So this is the race at Haydock. Elemental. Midfield, some headway over 2 out. Not clear run over 1 out. Switched right and ran on the inside final furlong. They've got it down as an eye catcher, which I don't like because other people can see that. But let's have a look at Financer, which won well that day. It got first run, but it won well. That one, it came second, at Doncaster, off a higher mark of 74 behind Prometeo, and they were 4 lengths clear of the third 71 rated horse. Well, there was a £5 claimer on that day. It's actually been punished £2 for that run, which puts it on 72, so it'll have to run in slightly higher grade races. But the winner has run a blinder since, well clear of the third, as stated in the video. And it may put a claimer on it again, get a clear run. £5 claim, it'd be running off 67. And it could be slightly ahead of the handicapper with a suitable race. It is a 3-year-old. It's got improvement in it, but it is a maiden. I do like horses that win races. It's only, I think it's had eight races, so it's got a bit of running to do still, bit of mileage still to get on the clock. Honourable mentions for the older horses. Beautiful Crown was sent in it ran over 6 furlongs it's a 6-year-old. It ran at Haydock, and it was sent in by Otter Carmen. I do believe that Beautiful Crown needs a bit of juice in the ground or running on the all-weather. We're not likely to get soft ground, so maybe the all-weather or maybe in the autumn. Another one, Rain Cap, which was sent in by Alp Levy. It raced off 53 and it's been dropped £3. It missed a break, It does look ready to win over 6 or 7 furlongs at Catterick, Hamilton or Musselburgh at the Northern Circuit, but they seem to be where it wins, and it does look ready to win. That's Raincap. And then finally, Boardman, which ran at Doncaster. It's an 8-year-old. It was sent in by Rachel Duncan. It does seem to win easier, faster tracks, such as Chester, Thirsk, Haydock and York, on mainly good ground. I think we might have missed it because although it's not won this year, it's won 8 times. 7 of those were in May and 1 of them was in April. It does look like an early season horse, one maybe for the beginning of next year. Again, that is trained by the master violin player himself, Tim Easterby. It is £10 below its last winning mark, so looks very well handicapped. But I have noticed that a lot of Tim Easterby horses look well handicapped, but they just keep on losing. But maybe the beginning of next year might get a win out of it. So that's the end of another week. Please send in your horses that you think that have been unlucky, and maybe the jockey didn't try too hard on them. Put them in the comment section of my video and I'll take a look at them. If I've not mentioned your horse, not giving you an honourable mention, I had quite a lot to go through, but keep on contributing, and we will feature them if I do believe that the horse does fit the criteria. This is Dave the Soup. Hope you all have a winning week ahead of you. Bye for now.